What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Captain Price with Captain Price Reacts. And today we gon' be watching Jubilee, who has the highest highest SAT score. So if you're new to the channel, go ahead and like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And let's go see who has the highest SAT score.
You said your calculator died mid-test, right? I think you should move to the back then. Is everybody here going to college, not going to college? Like, what's the deal? I'm going to college.
I'm going to college.
Going to college.
I'm in college. I'm in college.
I'm going to college.
I'm going to college.
I'm going to college.
You guys applied to college. Did you submit your score?
It was mandatory for us.
So did you? I feel like if you submitted, you should move to that side.
Yeah.
I submitted. Like,
So you guys down a little bit that way?
Yeah.
Okay. You said you submitted, right?
I submitted. Yeah.
Okay.
But also, like, I feel like it depends so much on the college.
And you submitted as well, so come down here as well. Anybody
But I
else?
was thinking, like, if you submitted, then you had something to submit, you know?
Yeah.
What are we going to study?
I'm trying to study engineering, but technically I'm undecided right now.
I'm computer science.
I'm biochem, but right now I'm taking science.
I'm
She's
political
smart,
science.
I'm communications and media studies.
I'm pre-med. I don't know. Yeah.
I'm doing also computer science and maybe like art.
I'm neuroscience pre-med as well.
Oh wow. Okay.
Neuroscience.
I'm gonna tell y'all something right quick. After a certain age and experiences, you start to realize by features and the way people act, how far they're going to go in college, how far, if they in high school, how far they're going to go. It's a lot. You start to look at people and see how they carry conversations and stuff, and see if it's descriptions and everything, all things put together, you'll be like, boom. A lot of you not. When you have to go through a lot. You have to go through a lot. Like, it ain't just about age. You have to go through a lot in your life to identify different people.
I'm the only liberal arts major.
I feel like a lot of the SAT was like more test strategy than just like intelligence.
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe taking AP classes can help you prepare. So I took 9, but that was the max.
Oh, wow.
I took 6.
I only took 3.
5.
I think I took 7.
I took 13.
What?
Genius. 13 AP classes? Damn, I only took 2. Damn. And that was only science and daggone math. I was just lost. 13? That means every time you came to school, you was in AP. We're going to put her in AP. She done skipped about 4 times. Damn, that's a lot. 15? What in the world? How many?
I took 5, so you go this way as well.
Also, I don't know.
GPAs, maybe?
Yeah, that's a good one. I also think you should come to
Should come up? Yeah, how far? I'll
Wait, you
slide
took
right
9
next to you.
and you're a CS major.
Well, me and
That's a
Emily,
freak.
we're twins. So we went to the same high school, and I'd say our school had a pretty good emphasis on taking a SAT and doing well.
Yeah, I'd also say though that our school valued being like well-rounded.
I'm gonna tell you now, some way, somehow, she's gonna be in the criminal justice system. Meaning, like, she's gonna work in the criminal justice field. I can see it.
They didn't just like for us valedictorian, and I was salutatorian, like right on.
Oh, congratulations.
Not to flex, but
I feel like you should like move up.
You probably get like next to your twin.
You said your calculator died mid-test, right? Yeah.
I
so
haven't introduced that, but I didn't want
I
to.
think you should move to the back then.
Damn, they let. Hold on. I'm sorry for pause. I done paused it about 4 times. They letting them use calculators and SATs now? That's amazing. When I took my SATs, man, they did not at all let me use a calculator at all. I had to do that off the brain for the SATs. Any test. Calculator? What? Well, you better know how to use the methods. You hear me? I'm trying to tell you, if you know math, if you like math or need to get through math, when when they tell you in elementary school, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, that method right there works for every single math equations. You will solve it. I lie to you not. Ask a bunch of geniuses. I bet you they say the same thing. That, like, every math problem is simple. It's built into that math problem is always you. At the core of that math, it starts simple. Very, very simple. To solve it is simple. It's crazy when it comes to math.
Oh, because like math is just part of it.
Okay, well,
That's
for my
half of it.
But
That's
there's like no
800
calculator
points.
and then there's calculator.
Yeah, and the no calculator is 500 of
That's
the
why I don't
800
watch
points.
educational videos.
I'm done with
I
that.
watch stuff like
Do you
this.
wanna
This is more
switch?
educational. Personality education.
maybe we should talk about how many times we took the SAT.
Oh yeah, that's
That might
Yeah,
help.
that's really good.
I took it once.
I took it once.
Yeah,
I took
one
it
and
once.
done.
And I didn't take it more than one.
Once.
I took it twice.
I took it twice as well.
So no one's like
took
crazy
it
or
once.
anything.
No.
Yeah.
No, I
Maybe you guys
took
have
like
switched though.
7 times.
Yeah.
If she took it,
Yeah, I only took it once.
you took it twice, because I feel like then he like might know it.
Mine's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
The score.
my SAT score was like an
I have
8,
test anxiety
70
and
or
I'm
something
also
like that. 87.
neurodivergent, so
80 or
like
something like that.
every
It was
board
a
I check
high
off, I
8.
can't really like sit down and take tests. I like freak out. I don't think that the score that I got really reflects my intelligence because of the situations they put me into. I don't think that's how like my intelligence really shines through.
I feel like I'm in the same boat. I really think the SAT is not a good measurement. I don't think the SAT reflects well on my IQ or just how well I could perform in school.
I have a diagnosed ADHD, so taking tests and just kind of sitting and just being focused
I'm
on
trying
that
to
was
tell you.
honestly really hard for me. I was diagnosed when I was like 6. I would like,
These some beautiful smart women. I ain't even gonna lie. They some beautiful looking smart women. You don't really find today's society got some beautiful smart women. You know.
my friends, like, hey, do you guys want to like study like at lunch or something? Because if it weren't for that, I literally would get no help, and I probably either wouldn't have taken the SAT or I would have failed it.
I have ADHD as well, so like for me, sometimes I'll sit there and like stare at the words, and I'm like, oh my
I like her
god,
top.
like,
I
my
like her
brain
top.
is just like not, it like freezes.
When you go to college, you're going to have 4-hour-long midterms. I feel like a 4-hour-long test is at least somewhat of a good indicator on how you might perform in those settings.
I mean, I get that, but I'm in college right now, and the score that I got on the SAT would kind of show that I would be at least decent in college. But then I got there and I failed my first ever class.
I feel like maybe you guys at the end should switch, just based on like how you value the SAT.
Yeah, this is a good question. How do you guys think you did personally on the SAT?
I don't know how you feel, but I feel like both of us could have done better.
Yeah.
I was pretty satisfied, actually.
My bad. Yeah, hold on.
What was your guys' GPAs?
Weighted, mine was like a 4.15.
3.8, like 7 or so.
I graduated with a 4.2.
4.6.
Weighted, I had like a 4.4. 4.8.
Damn.
So I graduated with a 4.4, I'm pretty sure.
I had a 4.6.
I think we should switch.
Yeah, same here.
Only average one is right here. She didn't even get to the 4s. Boy, when you let me tell you let me tell you something. The only reason I know this, because my Nigerian brothers, they had some high GPAs. Like my homeboy Ayalua, his GPA was like in like 9th grade was like a 4.2. I'm looking out here, it's go past 4s. Yeah, when you get smart, when you very smart, you go past the 4s. Let me while we in the middle of this video, and then hopefully I don't pause it again, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Don't think just being smart is the best thing ever. If you smart with no common sense, it don't. They both. You need to have both. Be smart and have common sense. Meaning, be sociable when you at college, even. But don't be in your books, but don't be too into them. Because me and my mother had a conversation. It's like a lot of people that I know that went to college, like went the whole 4 years, graduated with a master's or bachelor's. They came in normal, and then they come in. Oh yeah. I lie to you. It's like college really program. I could have went to college. I went to trade school, so it's like, that's because After that, I seen a lot of people go into college and come back out of college. Like, they act weird now. Like, I don't even, they're very weird. Like, program weird. Not the weird, like, goofy type weird program weird. So, yeah, difference. Because college would take away your common sense if you don't make the common sense. Being around the same type of people all the time, you need to be around different genres. College has don't have all types of people. I'm not talking about race. I'm not talking about color. I'm not talking about cultures. I'm talking about different habits. Everybody in college is only a select same of everything is the same. It's like, I think it's like 4 genres in college of groups. You know, although when you do college, you are in college and you're in, what is it? You in college and you work. It don't even mean working outside of work, because work is programmed too. You just go in there. You have to be a whole different. Yeah.
Hey, Josh.
No. I'm doing a YouTube video. But you, yes, you are. I'm like,
seriously?
Yes, Ma. Yes.
Man, you always doing something. I'm just trying to
Ma, you know I always be on. You know I always. But yeah, let's get back to the video.
He wants.
Do you have twins on a Switch? Or wait, no.
Because here's my thinking, right? He had a higher GPA and he wasn't satisfied with his score, and you had a lower GPA and you were satisfied. So maybe since the bars are different. Oh, why did you guys say that? But this is like trippy.
I know, you're right.
Like, what if you guys had like exactly the same score, but because of your bars, like your.
I date her.
Do you think your GPAs correlate to your test taking abilities?
She's dating.
I feel like it depends on like the school you go to. If you go to a school that is not funded well, all they're trying to do is push people out to graduate. Like, obviously, the scores you get might not reflect what you'll get on the SAT, but if you go to a school that pours money and funding into making sure that everyone is getting the best education they can get and all that, then of course, like, you might do better, if that makes sense. But I don't think that the GPA...
The person at the school that's not well funded who got a 4.5, and the person at the school that's not well funded who got a 3, the person who got the 4.5 probably got a better SAT score, right?
But we don't know that. What if they woke up on the wrong side of the bed that day?
But we're talking about a generalization here.
Yeah.
Cranberry.
From a really big public school of predominantly Hispanics and like immigrants. I feel like our school's main goal was to get them to at least graduate, because our graduation rate is pretty low. SATs were optional. We didn't really talk about it much. It was a lot of kids at our school. It was like, I think like 3,000 or so. So it was like one counselor to like 100 kids. So if you're not showing that you want to actually do good in school, then we're just not even gonna really bother you, so.
SAT scores, like on average across the US, are like directly proportional to like annual household income, even though we can like kind of laud it as this like, oh, like perfect meritocratic system. It's actually not that, and it's like very affected by like the socioeconomic like inequality in the US.
You know, you also can't do a standardized test on kids where they all had vastly different like teachers with different teaching styles and different grading, like. So like
that's why you take a bunch of classes.
Yeah, exactly. So it does like
generally. I think it's kind of a no-brainer that your GPA for 2 people that went to the same school or similar schools, GPA would at least be a good determining factor of what you may have got on the SAT.
Your GPA could fluctuate. I had a freshman and sophomore year, I had a 4.6. Junior year, I had a 2.4 because of stuff that was going on with my family.
There are some hardships that you can go through that make your experience with schooling a lot more difficult than it would be if it was just smooth sailing. But during the time I was taking the SAT, like, I went to rehab for 4 months. I know what it's like to go through some really hard stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of hardships, and yeah, it didn't make it easy. But at the same time, like, hard work is hard work.
Before COVID, I definitely valued myself a lot on my like GPA or like any like school grades and stuff. But then during COVID, I realized like there's more to life. I valued like quality time with my friends and family a lot more.
Before COVID, I was like really ambitious. Like, I made sure I did well in all my classes, like I really applied myself, but then COVID hit and it was my senior year and then my freshman year in college, and I just lost like all motivation.
No, I'm with you there, where it's like as soon as COVID hit, online school started, I just did not care about focusing on school at all. I open my laptop, join the meeting, and then I just go get food downstairs.
I remember it, and like the moment that it hit, it was just kind of like, what's the point?
Why bother?
Yeah, exactly. How much pressure did like your family put on you to take the SAT?
Oh, a lot.
None.
None?
Not a lot.
I think
Not a
I
lot?
had quite a lot of I think because my family.
Crazy enough, when it came down to me, I just wanted to take it. Like nobody, I took the pre-SAT. Let me tell y'all something. That's the most hilarious thing. I didn't even take the pre-SATs. That's the sad part. I did. No, did I? No, I didn't. What happened was, I always remember this. I signed up for a pre-SAT, and I thought I signed up for the SAT, and I ended up taking the SAT. I did very good for not taking a pre.
Like, I'm a first-generation immigrant, but my parents, I feel like they're also first-generation immigrants. So I feel like they put, like, a lot of emphasis on, like meritocracy and, like, working hard to get there, just because, like, initially we didn't have, like, the resources to, like, do it another way.
I'm also a first-generation American. I'm Nigerian, so my mom is, like...
Ain't that about something? I just... That's crazy.
Very, like, you have to make sure that you're doing everything right because your sisters are watching after you. Like, you have to make sure you grow up and get all these A's so that they have an example to follow. So it was very hard for me to kind of separate myself from my grades, because if I did and I failed, then I'm disappointing not only my mom, but my 3 little sisters.
You seem like someone who's probably a really hard worker. Yeah. And I think in that sense, you probably
I feel like your drive's higher than mine.
Hey, I'm going to tell her something. You ever see this video? Just slide in my DM, whatever.
Breaking up the twins.
She my type. I ain't even gonna lie.
I ain't
the type that
I feel like you
go
have
for the
at least a better one than me.
Glossy. I'm a natural boy. I love natural.
I disagree.
You disagree?
Yeah.
I'll take that as a compliment.
I disagree too.
Do you guys want to lock in your answer? Do you feel good?
I'm so scared.
I think we're ready. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Have Jack at 1160.
I was really surprised I was the bottom. I mean, I didn't think I was that bad, but...
Carla at 1170. Michael at 1280.
Damn.
Kylie at 1320.
Damn.
Chi-Chi at...
You know, I ain't even gonna say nothing before they get into the rest of the results. Crazy enough, I'm gonna blow your mind. I'm gonna blow your mind. But my SAT scores wasn't that high. It was like a 980, I think 880. It was one of them 880. It was an 80 at the end of it. I remember that. I got the paper in storage. It was one of them. Damn, that joint, you can get into anything with that. You feel me?
60. Emily at 1400. Michael at 1500. Emily at 1600.
Is it a win? Perfect score.
How is someone supposed to do better than you? Are you sure? Like, are you working for them? I was surprised that Emily just didn't go forward and put herself up front. Like, there's nobody who's getting higher than her, at least. Like, impossible.
Without a calculator. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about this for a second.
That's crazy.
No, like, huh?
I'm going to Stanford. Okay.
Oh, I'm going to USC.
Go to the University of Michigan.
I also go to USC.
Cal State Long Beach.
I'm going to the new school in New York.
I got accepted to Berkeley, but I'm going to community college. It's just, yeah.
I go to UCSD.
Well, when I got to college, like the first 2 weeks, everyone was talking about, oh my God, I got a 1500, I got a 16, like this and that. But I don't know, I just feel like I got in here with a 1360. I don't think it really matters.
As soon as I said computer science, you guys threw me all the way up. And when you look, UCSD is like top 15 in the nation for CS. So I don't think it reflects too much.
I think we're at the same intellectual capabilities. Again, like if he's not even higher, that just made me, I was like, the SAT's like just not a good scale at all. That's not an accurate reflection of who he is. At the end of the day, you all got into the same school, regardless of your stats. So like, I feel like if you maybe lacked SAT score, you made it up for it somewhere else?
I have to ask, when I asked you to switch, why did you hesitate?
I just don't want to be me.
Man, W. This is a W. I like this one. This is interesting. Y'all go ahead, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications.